Hello everyone, myself Sanskriti Kadam, the creator of IntelligenZ Talks, which is based on career and project podcast for students. Today I'm going to cover the topic on how one can ace resume and interviews like a pro. Some of the essential tips which I will be sharing in this video for students like us. So let's get started. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, on IntelligenZ Talks, which is my YouTube channel, which I will be talking in the later part of the video. Even you can ask your doubts on WhatsApp. When it comes to talking about the world of engineering, right? It is very competitive. There are so many job offers which you get to on campus, to off campus. Okay, and the main target is making your resume in such a way that the recruiting team gets impressed by whatever you have mentioned in your resume, right? Because you won't be there telling the recruiter team like, "Who am I?" Only if you get shortlisted, then only you will get the you know, opportunity to do that. But if you are not, then resume is your first step. So here I am bringing in front of you two videos which I have posted with Yash Kumar Goyal, the CEO of Amovians Private Limited, where he has talked about the mistakes which we as students normally do in resumes, what the type of LinkedIn marketing the people do, right? The post which the people put, how you can catch that, how you can try to, make your profile so apt that people start taking noticing your LinkedIn profile, not just noticing but also DMing you to join their own company or join their own interviews. A person, Hussein Remanji, who has cracked the ZS company through ZS Campus Beats. Now, it's not only the ZS who is conducting their own hackathons, which consist of Campus Beats, but it's also Myntra. It's also Flipkart. They have their own hackathons, even JP Morgan says. So you need to make sure that you stand out in the hackathons, or else you won't be able to get a chance of even interviewing with the people of the recruitment team. So let me go to the key tips for campus placements. One of the key tips of campus placements is your resume. You need to have a strong resume of yourself. Now, how is that possible? Right? That is why I made the video. Yes. So here I will be talking about the template. The template and the style. You need to have a proper sectional wise resumes. Your project should be aligned. Your work experience, the ordering of everything. I will be showing you how it looks like so that it will be easier for you to understand how to make your own resume so captive that people come and just shortlist your name, right? Okay. When it comes to content, it should be on the dot, like on projects. Whenever you are writing the content of projects, I have seen many people just writing paragraphs or writing 2 or 3 points, right? But it's senseless if you don't mention those 3 points. One is what is the problem statement of the project, the problem statement. Then the solution which it is catering to, right? What are you aiming to solve the particular problem statement? Like, and then third is how you will be solving, what tools you are using. So these are the three aspects you need to cover in the whole project. Content in just 1 or 2 lines. That's it. I will show you how it looks like. Okay, so don't get overwhelmed. So let's talk about a customization again. Some people say that "Arey, you should put project section just above education, or you should put work experience more, and it should be kept above project section." And then you get confused, or which is the template and which I should use. So this is my resume template, and that is what I have used in different companies off campus, on campus, having given 10 plus interviews and having been cracked many aptitude exams as well, and reaching the second till the second phase of Mintra. While I didn't get to the last one, to the final round, but I was able to get a very good experience about how one can go through the hackathons and be a part of Mintra. Once you click on in detail resume.doc, so this is a Word doc. Once you click on this, directly the downloaded version gets into your PC. So as you can see, this is how the resume looks like. Let me do enable. Yeah. So there are some of the headings, as you can see, project and everything. I will show you. First is your name. Second is Gmail number. Now it's very important for us to put the mobile number, because uh, the HR team, if they want to contact you or have a telephonic interview with you, and if you haven't mentioned your name and your own contact number inside your resume, then I'm sorry, you won't get the call, because they won't be going and asking to your college that give me this person's number. No, they will check the resume and they will see if it contains your number, then it's good to go, or else they will just leave you at there and there itself. Okay. Then next comes the education. When it comes to education, you just need to talk about, also zoom out, yeah. So you just need to talk about what is your degree, what have you done in school, and that's it. You don't have to write paragraphs into paragraph that you were into these committees, etc., etc. That will come, but it will come in the extracurricular activities section. Okay. So let's talk about the work experience. Now, instead of this whole work experience, if you try to put the projects first, what will happen? I will say nothing will happen, because in the end, whatever your project will be, it would be equal to whatever you have done the work experience, right? Or the work experience, the projects which you have mentioned over here, if there are some of the projects which are different, which is being done in work experience and the self-made projects, it's a good variation of your own resume, because this is where I will tell you, Python based voice recognition. This is a type of project which I had made only when I was an AI intern. Whereas where I was in Virgil, I had made some two projects based on Cypher 10 handwritten and on business development that you do. But when you go down in the project section of mine, you can see there is different types of varieties in projects. How is this possible? Right? How can I put this? I should get rejected, right? Because whatever your project should be, it should be catering to your work experience. But when I am telling this that it should be catering to your work experience, doesn't mean it should be the cut copy paste. It should be your self-made experience, self-made projects which are in similar to whatever work experience you have done. For example, let's take out the first project, interactive real estate insights dashboard. What I have used Python and Looker Studio, right? Now, Looker Studio is a data analytics tool which is being offered free by GitHub, sorry, free by Google, and even Power BI and Tableau, where of which I have done the work experience, business development intern in Forage, where I have made use of Tableau. That is also a data analytics tool. Looker Studio is also a data analytics tool. So doesn't it make a self-made project, but in a variety of it, but just catering to or just similar to the work experience I have done? So this shows that you are not just learning from work experience, but you are also doing some of the other projects, which is your self-made projects. And this helps to get a very excellent combination of yourself and making you stand out in the resume shortlisting process, because during that time the words will be SEO words. Just going and doing the GPT and just copying pasting over here doesn't make any sense. You should have an ATA score 20 more than, right? So there is a certain distinction for that. It should be humanly written. If you want to use GPT, make sure you make the minimal use of GPT. Don't just do copy paste and just put the lines over. Now, as you can see, Python stands for scholarly research. This is one more project. What I have mentioned, automated Google Scholar data extraction using Selenium. Means I have made the extraction using Selenium. Selenium is a tool. Now, what is a solution? It is benefiting 50 plus students. But how it is benefiting 50 plus students? The answer is in the next sentence. Exported structured Excel output saving hours of manual effort in academic workflows. So as you can see here you can see the whole line. It gives you a proper structure of the whole project, the problem statement, automated Google search, data extraction, the tool which is being used, to whom the solution is getting benefited, and this is a solution, right? Now let's talk about the real-time chat application. It is the same. As you can see here, there is a simple HTML CSS. Now you will ask me, since this resume is just based on AI and Python, why have you mentioned your HTML CSS JavaScript project? I would say it is just a simple and a very little interface. But what is the main catch over here? I have made use of Flask and Socket IO, which is very important when it comes to Python backend framework. And Python backend framework is none other than Flask. And Socket.io is your client and web, whatever you are interacting right now. It is what you use for. Now, when it comes to publications, again, you don't have to put all the publications. If someone has done 4 or 5, don't put 4 and 5. Make sure that you need to pick a publication of which you can speak during the interviews. And this goes same for projects and for work experience. Okay, and even for others. I will tell this in the end of the part. Let's talk about the certification. Now, you need to make sure that you need to put the certification name and everything, because without this the companies or the recruitment team won't have any proof that okay, this person has done this and he is certified in this. So as I am certified in AI fundamentals, that is AI 900, I'm able to mention it along with the date. Okay, this is my recent certification. You don't have to mention all the certifications over here. But now that is one thing. When it comes to extracurricular activities, whether you have done any committee work in college or etc., you can mention over here. Again, you need to make sure that you have these numerical children, 15 plus, 120 plus students. Even in projects, as you can see, even in publications, 90% plus precision, 95% accuracy. This adds weightage to your own resume, right? Whenever someone is reading your resume, he sees, okay, these are the type of, approximate numbers of whom this project is benefiting. So let's take this person and know how it is benefiting this 50% stop drop, how it is deriving these things, how it is benefiting 50 plus students. Let us get this person an interview. So these are some of the mindsets which a recruiting team also has. When it comes to technical skills, it's Python, it's MySQL, Looker Studio, and lot. Now, as I mentioned, this resume is based on AI and Python. For those who are Java developers, they won't be writing, you shouldn't write Python MySQL. You should write Java, MySQL, or any Spring Boot or so, those kind of things. You know why? Because if your job description is talking about AI, and if you are writing about your and if you are writing about your Java project and the Java as a technical skills, and you are not mentioning Python, or even you are mentioning Python MySQL, what it shows your recruiter that you are confused, and then that would be the reason that your own resume gets, rejected. It feels very bad, right? So I would say that you need to make sure that as per the job description, if the job description is talking about only MySQL or database, make sure that your resume revolves around it, even your projects, your work experience, your extracurricular activities. In case if you have just one work experience in Java, mention even that one work experience. Don't leave any section blank. Don't leave any these projects or extracurricular or certification, any of these section blank. Okay. It shouldn't be seeing that, okay, you haven't done anything. Or because this full resume is what tells the recruiter whether he or she should be taken for the interview or not. If not, then there will be a reason, right? And no one is going to tell you the reason when you are during the placement time or off campus or on campus, because in the end you have to do the self analysis. But again, the question arises that if you don't get the feedback, how would you do the analysis, self analysis? Right. So that is why I am here and making this video for you, so that you can also stop doing those mistakes which we as students do in our resumes. And later on, after giving so many interviews and getting rejected, then we come to know, okay, this is how I should be making my resume. Then, alas, I should have gone and done this resume earlier, and now I'm making it. So I missed it. So this kind of feeling shouldn't be there, right? Make sure that your resume is tailored properly. You can use this template for your college and for off campus. And I will tell you, it will definitely help you. You will be shortlisted in almost all the companies if you do this well. Means if I'm not guaranteeing it, because it always depends on persons and the individuals take. The way you structure, the way you have written over here, you can do that. You can tailor a resume by yourself. You can get selected in many companies and give many interviews. Do mistakes and make yourself ready to harsh interviews, because if you get many rejections, it's still okay, because maybe the company is not there in your life. Some other company might come and take you away. You never know, right? And never ever think, never ever get so overwhelmed or overconfident. Like, okay, I have cracked three companies, I will also crack four. But if that within the three companies, if two companies, reject the offer in between, right? Then it will be a big problem. Make sure that you are trying to apply as much as possible. You are trying to give your interviews much possible. Don't bend. Don't get disheartened if you don't get selected. So let me take you through the preparing for interviews again. You need to understand the company's job description which is being given to you in your hands, and just read, go through it, understand what type of questions the companies can ask you. Now, when it comes to job description, if they are asking you about Python questions, you can do one thing. Just before the interview starts, when your number is there, type on Google Geeks for Geeks Python interview questions. As you can see, I have typed on Python interview questions and answer Geeks for Geeks. You can see there are so many questions. These many questions are there. You can just read it and you can understand the overall thing, right? So it will help you to get more and more insights about the tech which is being used in the job description. If it is data analyst, go into GPT and just put your GD doc into it. And when you put the GD doc into the GPT and ask that give me these interview questions for the job description document which I have uploaded right now, it will give you those things. So make use of AI in a very positive way. When it comes to network and building connections, uh, this is a LinkedIn profile of yours. Also, you will be building. Here, I have made sure that I have everything. When it comes to LinkedIn, you need to mention everything, whatever your tech stack is. If you want to mention a tech stack, it's fine. If you don't want to mention a tech stack, it's still okay. And when it comes to work experience, as you can see, here, in every work experience, I have just mentioned 2 points, or two, three, or 4 points. That's it. And I have mentioned and listed them in point-wise manner. This helps the HR to understand what you have done in a very concise and in a very fast manner. So let me take you through the down. Yes, so these are the licenses and certifications which you can mention over here. If there is any HR who wants to get you, right? Because your LinkedIn will act as a resume for them. You won't be giving the resume. You never know which HR can come and drop down by your profile. Right. So these are the projects. The projects you can see, the contributors, everything. You can mention over here. Just one line will be enough when it comes to project section in the LinkedIn part, right? Volunteering if you are doing, then skills. If you have any recommendations, surely do that. Okay. When it comes to publications, again, making sure that you have mentioned your publication link, you have mentioned everything in concise. If you have any honors, rewards, everything, test, and so if you want, you can ask me on LinkedIn by just hitting on the messaging section of your own LinkedIn profile and get connected with me. You're not only with me, also get connected with lots of people, professionals, join professional groups, okay? The alumni and all, everyone you should connect with. You never know which alumni can give you. I still remember an alumni was there to whom I had asked to give me a referral to, and I had got an referral to a company known as Eccentric AI, yeah, something like that. And there I was being asked by a recruiter about MySQL questions and some of about data analytics questions as well. So if you want a video on this, like on my interview experience, like what type of questions I was being asked during my interview sections explicitly, do comment down. Also, I will be releasing some of the roadmaps, which will be based on the future AI, which is going to be a boom in the future decades. And if you want the same, do comment down. I would love to see your comments. And let's come to the final conclusion. Like campus placements are very essential part of the engineering students. Yes, it gets started from third year, like an internship there, and then in fourth year from placements. So that is a very good. So this will help you understand the interview process. It will help you to understand the recruitment process. It will help you to craft your resume both on campus, off campus. Interviews would be how you would be giving. Everything will be done. And if you have any doubts, you can view my IntelligenZ Talks YouTube channel. As you can see, this is my YouTube channel. You can just have to drop by. There are so many posts and everything. I make sure that it is being updated. Also in the video section, if you go, see, there are so many videos you can go and browse and you can get, a hack about how it is, how it is not. There are various things of things which you can go and look for it. There are playlists which is being made for everything. This is a craft of code, basically the project which I am making. These are two projects and there are more projects coming forward. So I hope you subscribe, learn, and like, share, comment, and everything. And as your goal says, that thing about the innovative parts. So I hope this video gives you a light and guides you through the placement process. So all the best and let me know if there is any doubts and everything. Teach, learn, and evolve is my mantra. And let's meet in the next video.